Yeah, I wanted to react to this fella here. Boom. Okay. I wanted to react to this video because I think it's a pretty interesting video, considering you know, me. So buckle up for an interesting conversation. What is going on? I exposed Texas Indian invasion. All right, let's see what's going on right now. Yep, we'll see what this is about. I think this is going to be a really good video. We'll see what's up. All right, let's go.
This is Frisco, Texas, a once quiet farm town turned home to one of the largest and fastest growing Indian communities in America.
Where are you from?
India.
From India?
I'm from India.
South India.
I'm an H1B.
South India, big man. I'm from South India,
From
bruh.
India?
I'm from India.
South India.
What kind of South Indian is he? Let me get racist for a bit. Yeah, I don't know what kind of South Indian he is, but I am a South Indian. Just letting you know.
I'm an H1B.
I'm into IT.
Motherland India or Texas, USA?
Obviously, motherland India.
Obviously.
Obviously, motherland India. So if your obvious choice is your motherland India, why not just live there? Why not contribute to the society and like live a better life there? Why don't you be a good cause for your motherland India? Why do you have to like go to some other country? Does not make any sense.
Obviously, motherland India.
As the Indian population exploded from 3% to 33%.
All these religions, man.
Of the population since the year 2000, many Texans are outraged, declaring there has been an Indian invasion. But how
100%. Like if in India, where I'm ethnically from, there's a lot of white people coming in and like they're changing the culture and norms and stuff like that, I would be outraged myself. Even though if it's a bad or good idea, that's a different conversation. But like if you're going to some place, you gotta assimilate into their culture. You don't get to make their culture yours, or you don't get to enforce your culture onto theirs. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but damn, I definitely understand the frustration of these Texans, man.
are all these Indians coming to Texas? And is Frisco the only...
Seek blessings for health, job visa, and any other problems. This is what happens, I guess. This is what happens. Hold up. Yeah, this is what happens, I guess, man. This is what happens.
only town in Texas where Indians are seemingly spawning out of thin air.
Like, look at this, man. Why are you going into some other country and doing your debauchery dog water culture that you do in India at like some other people's country, man? Like, why? Why don't you just go there, be a good citizen, be a good Samaritan, just do good and just move on? You don't have to do all this. Even if you wanted to do this, why don't you just do it in your house? Like, it's not that hard to do it just in your house.
Pulled up to the Frisco Town Hall meeting to witness the clash of heritage Texans and their new Indian neighbors.
We need more or less H1B people here?
We need a lot less.
Why?
I got laid off 20 years ago. I worked in IT. I have 2 master's degree. I was making over $100,000 a year. They said, you're too expensive. We're going to hire Indian. But I haven't been able.
Is another thing, because for like $1 you could get so much things in India. So Indians are going to rush into a place where there's a lot of good currency, and people in that country are going to have problems with that. I don't know who lets these people in. That's just one you got to know, you know? Yeah, like, look at that. Frisco City Council is corrupt. Like, I think so. Like, if you're not looking after your own citizens and your own people first, and you're letting in like a lot of bunch of people just absolutely demolishing your economy, like, I definitely think the council is corrupt. I think the council is doing this so that they can bring in more people in, and they will make the people the locals there, and the new locals would vote for the new council, and they'll always stay in power. But like the natives there would not have any voice. It's like so retarded.
To find a job in IT since, and it's really sad.
And you know what? I don't have another home in India. I don't have another home in Bangladesh. I don't have another home.
Exactly. Like these Indians are coming in, taking homes, renting them out. Why? If you want to buy a house, just do it. Just come settle here. Don't do the motherland India and states. You got to get the best things out of the states, put it there in India, and you want to live a luxury life in India. Don't do all of that. Come here or stay in one place, assimilate into their culture, and not do too much. I don't think that's much of a big bargain to ask. I really don't think that's big of a bargain to ask. Like, holy damn.
I can't move to Somalia. I won't be able to live there. I'll die. This is my home. The devil would say, well, you're racist. That's racist.
No, it's not. No, it's not racist. Like, it's racist if you're hating somebody just based on their skin. But if you're hating somebody on the basis of their actions and stuff, you're not even necessarily hating. You're just pointing out things like, yo, this is bad. Like, I'm a citizen of this country. I am being treated very poorly compared to these immigrants that are coming in. Like, that's not racist to say that at all. I don't know, like, the liberal mindset is so freaking crazy. I don't know why I'm like getting riled up about this.
The devil's dictionary definition of the term, I am racist.
There's been a takeover in Frisco of the Indian population and a lot of concerned citizens, and I'm leading the way asking questions. And I made
it's crazy. Like, I'm thinking, like, okay, if there's a couple of Indians coming in the right way, okay, the right way meaning like they're coming in with a job visa or stuff like that, they're staying there for a couple of years, getting the citizenship. That's fine. Like, here and there, okay. They're in for a job. They're trying to better the economy of the states. That's fine. But if you're bringing in like so much bunch of Indians with different cultures that do not align with Western Christian values, I wouldn't even say like West is necessarily Christian, but the Western values, if it's not aligning with the Western values, like what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, really, come on, what are we doing here?
this because corporations own Frisco. I'm a lifelong Texan turned T-Mobile whistleblower. I started talking about H-1B because T-Mobile uses H-1B to employ foreigners while they're laying off Americans right down the street.
That's exactly the thing. Like, they want cheaper. That the corporates want to get like more richer. First, give jobs to your citizens. Give proper jobs. Give proper pays to your citizens. Do that. Then think about bringing in other people. If all of your citizens are like, okay, they're getting good pay, they're doing this, okay, but we don't have other people to hire in your own country. All right, so we're gonna like look at the other country. We're gonna get cheaper labor. But that's a fair idea. But I don't think, okay, they're cheaper, so we're just gonna lay everybody off our own country, just lay them off, and then just bring in immigrants. I think so retarded. It's just so retarded. Yeah, very, very retarded. Yeah.
The Indian population in Frisco has exploded 33% of the population over the past 20 years, a 4,510% increase.
Frisco
there might
Temple.
Be a lot of
like, that's crazy. Look at that.
Population over the past.
Frisco Temple, dude. They got their own temple and everything there. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, like, man. Yeah, I definitely understand their frustration. Like, you wouldn't do this in any other place. It's like very parasitic. That's what I would say. It's very parasitic. It's very, 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 very parasitic. It's,
20 years, a 4,510% increase. And there might be a lot of people here that are coming here legally, but there also seems to be some red flags with the H-1B visa program.
Exactly. There's going to be a lot of good, like, I wouldn't say like any human, I wouldn't say that all human beings are good, but I'm saying like there are going to be people with good, true intentions that are coming there for a better life. But damn, this is not it. This is not it. Those people, they're getting dealt very unjustly.
And the question is, are Indian people using that to bring people over?
So you're telling me
Yes,
Frisco's turning
they are.
into...
They are using that to bring people over. Yes, 100%, 100%, 100%. They're definitely using that. Like, it's not even a question.
Little Mumbai at this rate?
That's what people like to call it these days.
I'm America first. I'm pro-American.
USA.
Yeah.
USA.
I think it's a good sign. People whoever has done the fraud, they should be brought to the justice. And I'm now running for the Justice of Peace in Texas.
Justice of Peace?
Yes.
What's your name?
Martin Padetti.
Martin Preti.
Yeah. I want everybody enjoy the life, but at the end of the day, we want to do it right.
My beef isn't with
100%. Like, do it right. Literally, like, that guy's pretty understanding. Like, if you are a person that's like, okay, India first, go back to your country. Go back. Nobody cares. Just go back. Go back, start a business there, do whatever you want to do back at India. Go the freak back. You're destroying the Indian reputation. You're destroying the quote unquote Indian culture. Even though I'm not a big fan of it, you're still destroying. Even though it doesn't have a big good name of it, you're still tarnishing it. I completely agree with that. The fella there, the Martin guy.
Indian people. It's with the system that are allowing them to do what we are experiencing here.
Is there sufficient talent in America? Do we need infinite H-1Bs, so to speak?
We do have enough talent in America.
Okay.
We strongly believe because the Americans landed on the moon when
what
all
I'm
of these H1 was even born.
I don't know about all that moon stuff now. I'm not gonna be conspiracy about it, but hey, I'm not gonna be all about that conspiracy stuff. All right, man. We go move on.
To be fair, we did borrow a few Germans.
You see, we got a lot of natural citizens also became Americans, right? So they also getting laid off.
Do you think there should be a strong limitation on the number of H-1Bs?
I am advocate for the
1Bs?
limiting the H-1Bs.
100%.
We respect pluralism, and most of Indians, they enjoy the American part of the American society. And I know you guys like the Indian food a lot too, right?
This is true. I do enjoy tikka masala.
Yeah.
If we turn away from God and the Word of God, if we worship these Indians, these Somalis, if we just give everything to them, willing to cut your own throat, we'll die.
H1Bs are the scapegoats.
Okay, now I don't know about all
This is
that
true.
word
I
of
do
God
enjoy
stuff. I don't know where you get that
If we
from.
turn away from God,
Yeah, I don't know where you get that word of God stuff. I genuinely don't know where you get that word of God stuff from. Don't know about all that. Now, if you're bringing religion into it and the word of God, the Bible and stuff into it, it's a really different topic about the politics, you know?
God and the Word of God, if we worship these Indians, these
Yeah, you're not, nobody, I don't think anybody's worshiping Indians and Somalis. I don't know where he's getting that from. I don't think anyone is. If they are, I guess that's a fair point, but I don't think anybody is worshiping the Indians and the Somalis, but there could be people that are converting into these false pagan religions. Yeah, I mean that's a possibility, but I don't think we're worshiping, or not we. I don't think they are worshiping Indians and Somalis. I think that's false. I guess, unless I'm proven wrong. I guess. But yeah.
Somalis, if we just give everything to them, willing to cut.
Yeah, you're not supposed to give quote unquote everything to them. I don't think that's a. Yeah, no, I agree with him. I don't think you should just give everything to the Indians or the Somalis. Yeah, you got to preserve your yourself, your family, you know, your culture, whatever the true religious values that you have that are quote unquote Christian, but you know.
Cut your own throat, we'll die.
H1Bs are the scapegoats. The employers, those are the people who have to investigate it. You know, even in
Agreed. Like the corporate, they have to be checked in. They gotta, like, we gotta see what their motives are. Exactly.
one of my friend told in Dallas, you know, most of Indians, they'll follow the practice, the caste. If you're not in the same caste, they will let you go. It happened in Dallas.
So casteism is happening here in Texas.
Yes, absolutely.
I have my heart for all immigrant people, but man, we got to do it the right way.
I want to ask you,
Bravo, like that's what I'm saying. Like, do it the right way. You don't get to like just take a boat and go back into the shores and hope that they just bring you in. You do it the right way. So like everybody can do it the right way. You're not entitled anything like of another country, especially that you're not part of.
Infinite legal immigration, though, will still alter the fabric of any place, right?
Correct.
Would you be a proponent of infinite legal immigration?
Don't understand it quite what you're saying, but yes, I mean, if it's done legal, if it's done the right way, yes, because to what I've seen, countries have been blessed when immigration is involved. You know, when you got different kinds of groups involved, doing it the right way, following the rule of law, I think it's a good thing.
But if the law has allowed Frisco's Indian population to go from less than 2% to almost 20% Indian in the last...
Bruh. This can't be real, dude. It's the most typicalist Indian thing that I've ever seen.
Population to go from less than 2% to almost 20% Indian in the last 20 years, turning Frisco...
What are you guys doing? Really, like, what are you guys doing there? There is not a single white child or a black child in the crowd. That is fricked. That is fricked. There is not a single white child or a black child anywhere. Anywhere at all. How do you guys let this just be? This is insane. This is genuinely insane. Wild stuff.
Into a majority-minority city. Is the intent of these work visas bringing Indians to America to support our labor force or to replace it altogether?
Oh, wait. I think we have one white kid.
Support our
The guy on the left. No, the guy on the right. I think that's a white kid.
labor force or to replace it
white
altogether.
kid. Let's go.
To the flag of the United States of America.
This is insurrection. This is the overthrow of the United States government, which is why 20 million people walked across that border. I can't go to Somalia and live, or Mexico. This is my home.
You guys, like, think about this. Like, if you are like an immigrant, all right, and you just think that you're some random immigrant and you're trying to go into Saudi Arabia or some shit, and you're getting there with nothing, just some random forged papers or some stuff like that, and you're getting there and you're doing all the debauchery that you do in the States and the Western countries in these Saudi Arabia country or something like that, you're gonna get kicked out. You're gonna get kicked out. It's just as simple as that. You're just gonna get kicked out. I don't know why that's hard to comprehend. Like, he is 100% right. At least so far that I completely agree with him. I haven't seen anything that he said that I go against other than the word of God thing.
America. The H-1B visas, we don't need them. We don't, not right now. Someday, but not now.
And now, as of late 2025, T-Mobile USA opened a global technology hub in Hyderabad, India that employs thousands of Indians while they're laying off Texans and Americans. They've even sent Americans to go train them and opened a global...
But not now.
And now, as of
Let me, I got what did he say? Like, let me...
late 2025, T-Mobile USA opened a...
T-Mobile US to launch global tech hub in Hyderabad, creating 300 jobs by January 2026. Okay. Okay, so, okay.
A global technology hub in Hyderabad, India that employs thousands of Indians while they're laying off Texans and Americans.
Okay. That's the corporate side of things. I don't know about all that corporate side of things, okay? Because, like, they're gonna get cheaper like labor in India, obviously, but I don't think that's inherently bad because that's, the corporate mind. But I'm not necessarily against it. I'm mainly thinking about how the people are gonna be affected with the immigration and stuff like that. This is pretty recent, February 3. It's not that old. Yeah, so if it's gonna bring in less people into the States and other Western countries, then sure, I guess that's a better idea. I don't know, but yeah.
They've even sent Americans to go train these Indians in India. T-Mobile USA could have easily opened up this technology hub in the United States of America, and they...
But would the would the business be making all that money though? They gotta look at that money, you know? Would they be really making all that billions and millions of dollars if they're using cheaper labor and they're getting the job done maybe quicker? Wouldn't they want that? You know, I don't really see any problem with that. I mean, in terms of business, like they don't really care about you. Like they don't really care about people. Like, come on, let's be real about it. They do not care about people, right? They just do not care about people. They just do their thing. I don't think they care about people at all. So, I don't think that's like a big thing to be worrying about. Like you got to go to the corporations, but I don't think they really care about people like that at all. Like if you just resign, if you get fired, they don't care at all. It's just how businesses are. So I don't really know what the point is here, other than if you want more businesses in the States, establish your own companies in the States. Create new ones. Don't let the big leagues take over everything. You know, that's, yeah.
Could have ran it out of one of the 2 Frisco offices on Warren Parkway. On top of that, T-Mobile spent $81.5 million on salaries for H-1B employees in the United States in 2025. All salaries that could have went to Americans. Is it a coincidence that T-Mobile has a new Indian CEO as of November last year? Probably not.
We are the entrepreneurs, high-skilled professionals fueling the tech and medical corridors that make our Collin County a national leader. In Frisco, you will find us serving in our churches, seeking peace in our temples, practicing charity at our mosques. We are guided by time.
I don't know what kind of
Make our Collin County a national leader. In Frisco, you will find us serving in our.
I haven't seen a single church that's filled with Indians. Okay. So I don't know what he's yapping about. Yeah, I just don't know. The temples and the mosques, sure, I'm a Christian. But yeah, I haven't seen a single video of, maybe it's just him not showing it, probably because I know a lot of Christian Indians, obviously, but I don't think if there's going to be any church that's like majority Indians. There's going to be a couple of, maybe 10, 20, but I don't think it's going to be the majority of Christian Indians.
Churches, seeking peace in our temples, practicing charity at our mosques, serving in our churches, seeking.
Why don't you seek peace in your own country? Why don't you, or if you're coming to someone else's country, why don't you just assimilate into their peace? Why are you bringing your peace into their country? It is genuinely not that hard to not do all this false god worship stuff.
Peace in our temples, practicing charity at our mosques. We are guided by timeless wisdom that transcends borders.
Indian Americans play a crucial role in Frisco's growth. Many work in high-demand fields such as technology, healthcare, engineering, finance, and entrepreneurship.
My name is Shri. My name is Ardav. My name is Siddharth. Hi, my name is Mathila.
Hi, my name is Anvika.
Indian Americans make up 1.6% of the population, but are responsible for $200 billion in taxes, have the lowest crime rate. And over the last couple of years, we've seen some of the greatest polarizations in the history of America. People are upset. The American dream is alive and well here, and it's not because the streets are paved with gold, it's paved with the ingots of possibilities.
Every person.
The ingots of possibilities. Isn't that wonderful?
In this room right now, their ancestors have come from a different country.
Possibilities. Alive and well here, and it's not because the streets are paved with gold, it's paved with the ingots of possibilities.
Every person in this room right now, their ancestors have come from a different country.
Okay, and? Okay. Our ancestors are Adam and Eve, and the human race has been populated. Does that what?
Different continent. Despite these positive contributions, Indian Americans sometimes face discrimination or hate.
I urge the council and the residents to reject such a rhetoric that divides residents based on what or where they came from.
Let me be clear here.
There are residents
what
based on
and where they came from. Yeah. Oh my God, bro. Oh my good Lord. Have mercy on me, man. What and where they came from. Hell yeah, dog. Come on. Come on.
What or where they came from. Let me be clear here. There has been no credible evidence presented to any widespread H-1B visa fraud in this city. Today, many Indian families are living in fear.
Replace it with reality.
That's because of you guys. There are true people, true Indian people with true intentions to live a good life. The other dog water Indians come in and they mess up the life for all the other Indians that are trying to have a true intention with having a good life, with not, bringing their dog water culture into their culture, their country.
Qualified Indian and Muslim workers scamming Americans out of jobs.
In this city. Today, many Indian families are living in fear.
Replace it with reality. Unqualified Indian and Muslim workers scamming Americans out of jobs, stealing tax dollars, and destroying our nation in Texas. And the funniest part, if these were truly high-skilled Germans or Poles, we'd welcome the net positive. Instead, we get low-quality scammers with fake degrees, abusing our systems meant for generational Americans.
And America is an
Truthfully, that the Indian education system is like it is pretty solid, but I wouldn't go as far as to say that every single Indian that learns from the Indian education system is automatically smart because they have good grades, because everything in Indian society is based on grades. It's not necessarily about wisdom, IQ. It's not about like skill, solving things, nothing like that. It's just whatever you can memorize in your head and you can regurgitate it out of your mouth or your brain during your exams. That's what they really care about. So I kind of agree with it. People in India, I know people in India, they're book smart, sure, I guess they're really good at memorizing, but they're really restarted. Really restarted.
It lives in the hearts of all of us, the 243,000 residents.
Of course, his name is Bert Tucker. Of course, his name is Bert Tucker.
Residents of Frisco, and I say this with love. Thank you all for being here.
He said America is an idea. Do you agree with that?
I think it's more than an idea. And I made sure that, he made a point that the Indian population in America is 1.6%. Well, in the city that he's running city council, it's 33%. So it's pretty obvious that there's a problem going on here.
Let's say we have infinite legal immigration. Is it better than illegal immigration?
It's funny because we've almost been tricked. We've been marketed this thing where we believe it is good to import people for jobs that we can't sufficiently do. We built the jobs. You're telling the people who built the jobs we can't do the jobs. Yeah. So it almost sounds like a scam. Well, they threaten them with the H-1B visa and they hold that over their head because if they don't work a certain amount of hours, they won't sponsor them. So they can't threaten you.
That's another thing, the exploitation of these Indian workers. The employers would just give them like a very bare minimum of money and they're going to be like, okay, if you don't do this job properly, we're going to fire you. We're going to find another guy that's going to do your job better than you. And there's going to be people that's going to do the job better than him for cheaper rate and like more efficiently. But, that's not a good excuse to, I think corporations in general have to be checked first before governments are, because the governments are essentially funded by the corporations.
With being able to go back home because your home is America, like the United States if you're an American citizen. So, and they can just work them to the bones.
So I headed into the heart of Frisco to speak to some.
How do you guys let this be? How do you let a full-sized temple just be built in the middle of a neighborhood? Like, this looks like a wonderful neighborhood, but how do you just let this happen? How do you just let this happen? How do you just let this happen? How do you let this happen?
These elite H-1B engineers we've imported from India to save our economy from our unqualified, lazy American labor force. There is the Karya Sidhu Hanuman Temple, the god of courage. Where are you from?
It's not Hanuman.
There is the Karya Sidhu Hanuman.
It's not Hanuman, it's Hanuman, but Yeah.
Temple, the god of courage. Where are you from?
I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
From Karnataka.
Just for reference, this is what Hanuman looks like. Let me unlock. All right, this is what the fella looks like. This is him. This is him. Can I bring it? All right, yeah. This is the fella that's called Hanuman. Yeah.
South India.
Hyderabad? Are you from Hyderabad?
Oh, okay. All right. So he's that kind of South Indian. I'm like really South Indian. All right. So no, I've yet to see anybody that's the same as me.
From Karnataka.
I'm from India.
South India.
Hyderabad? Are you from Hyderabad?
Yes, I am.
Really?
I'm from Chennai.
Are you here on like H1B?
That's pretty close to me, but I'm not that yet.
Still, I am my student visa.
I see, like
so
F1.
yeah, yesterday the H1B results got rolled out, so I'm just waiting for my decision.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a film. Waiting for the same results.
Are you anxious right now?
Let's hope for the best.
I work in a company, software company.
Software?
Yeah.
And are you H1B?
Yes.
So if I get my H1B, I can stay here for more 5 years.
What happens if you don't?
I still have my time, like almost 2 years from now.
2 more years.
Okay, I want to know something. When I apply for any form of visa for any place in the world, I go rejected. How do these people like apply for it? Genuinely, how do they apply for it? What do they have some magic secret sauce they're doing? I got no idea how. What it is. How do they go about doing it? How? Just how?
So maybe I need to try for different visa, or else like go back to India then.
I'm an H1B.
H1B. Did you come here as H1B?
No, I studied here.
So F1, OPT, H1B? Okay, it seems like that's the common pipeline. Come here as international student, get green card?
Then that was it. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what I did.
Have you seen the new wave of people from Telugu?
A lot of them, yeah.
A lot of them?
Yeah, lately, yeah.
How long you been in the States?
Around 10 years.
Are you on H1B?
I graduated.
Okay.
And I'm working right now.
Okay. Are you like on F1 visa? Yes. I see. Why did you end up here in Frisco? Did you have friends and family here?
Yes.
Okay.
This is actually my uncle's.
Uncle's restaurant? Yeah. Your goal to go from F1 to OPT to H1B?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Motherland, India? Or Texas, USA? I laughed at that one.
No.
Like, come on, bro. This is so disingenuous. Like, bro, you're living here, you're making money off of here, you're trying to like show off back in your home country, and you're doing all this nonsense. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Motherland, India? Or Texas, USA? I laughed at that one.
No. Obviously, Motherland, India.
Obviously.
Obviously, motherland India. My motherland is India because I'm born and brought there, grow here, and I'm here to serve the US. So I can say that the second land for me is US because I'm getting here. The US give me the respect, job, and the good opportunity.
I'm planning to go back to India. So
Your daughter, is she a citizen of the US?
yes, she is.
Okay, so you're gonna bring her back to India one day?
Definitely yes.
Whoa, that might be challenging for her. Hyderabad or Frisco, Texas more?
Hyderabad, of course.
Hyderabad, of course.
Bro, this is actually like frustrating. Is this like a video made for like rage baiting me? Because holy damn. Hyderabad, of course, just go back there. Go freaking back there, dude. Oh my lord, have mercy on me.
Then I have to ask, why are you here in Frisco?
I had to. It feels like I'm still in my hometown.
Really?
Everybody from my hometown here.
Wow. So you moved all the way from Hyderabad, thousands of miles away,
To Hyderabad.
to Hyderabad in Texas. The India Bazaar is right there. I want to see if we can find some F1 students in this 7-Eleven. And secondly, I want to see the moment I walk in there if I will be met with an Indian cashier. Hello, question for you. Are you on an F1? Are you an F1 student? No. Okay, are you H1B?
Yeah.
You're H1B?
Yeah.
Working here at 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
India.
Where in India?
Andhra.
Angra?
Yeah.
Is that close to Hyderabad?
Yeah, I'm going.
You're gonna call your manager? Alright, great. it's just so disappointing. I'm not surprised from these people. Not surprised. I'm not surprised. Like, the stereotypes don't write themselves, you know? The stereotypes do not write themselves.
Okay.
So-
And do you work in IT?
Yeah, I work in IT.
Yeah. I'm working with the Walmart here as a software engineer. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm into IT. I work for a company.
IT?
Yeah, yes.
I knew it.
I do work for IT.
IT. Why do they dominate IT?
I think that's that. I think wait. I think that guy there with the stash is my kind of Indian, bro. Holy, finally, I think we're getting respect out here, bro. Come on.
I'm into IT. I work for a company.
IT?
Yeah, yes.
I knew it.
I do work for IT.
I think this is my kind of Indian, bro. I could be wrong, but damn.
IT. Why do they dominate IT?
Just dominate IT because they have a master's degree in computer science. They study back in
Yeah, he's
India,
definitely-
and they complete engineering, and that's how they just dominate.
Yep, he's definitely my kind of Indian, bro. Like, come on, bro. He is definitely my kind of Indian. Like, you just know that if they are or they're not. Definitely my kind of Indian, bro. Alright. Mama is just lip balm.
Student right now. Yeah. And you work in IT?
Damn, he's a student? That dude looks like 40, bruh. That dude just looks straight 40, dog. I don't know about all that student and stuff, man. That dude just straight looks 40 as hell.
Okay, so my question is, are you F1 visa holder? So as an F1 visa, how many hours can you work per week?
40 hours.
And is it legal to work full-time on an F1 visa?
Yes.
That's a nice cheese string right there.
Wait, what? How is that illegal to work off full-time with the student visa? Well, how does that work? I'm so confused. I thought if you're a student, you could only work for like 30 hours or something. How does that work?
Full-time on an F1 visa?
Yes.
That's a nice cheese string right there. Who would have thought? Chicken tandoori pizza before GTA 6. While Frisco has become Dallas's unofficial Little India, you can find H-1B Indian spawn points all the way up in small Texas towns like Argyle, Texas. Okay, we're in a little Indian suburb near Denton. We're in Argyle, Texas. Lots of Indians. But how did they get here? And why are they in this small, semi-rural...
Of course, these freaking false gods, bro.
Rural suburban town. You gotta tell me, as a Pakistani, why are there so many Indians here?
I don't know. They come on IT.
Are a lot of F1s working here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Illegally, right?
Illegally.
I knew it.
They don't even pay right amount for these people, you know.
How much?
They work hours and hours. They pay low here.
They pay low here. Should I expose them? Low.
That's what I said. Like, that's just literally what I said. Like, they have leverage. They have leverage. It's like bad for both sides. These people, they get paid less. They have leverage over them. The citizens over there, they do not get jobs, saying that they can find like cheaper workforces from India. Like, it's bad on both sides. And just so.
Who's the manager here? Is there a manager here? Are you the manager? Are you the manager?
You have a permission.
Yeah, I have permission. I'm here to ask you, are you paying F1 students illegal rates?
No students here.
No?
Everybody has a work.
You have paperwork?
Yes.
Yeah, you pay them legal rates? Are you sure?
Yes, sure.
Do you own the store?
I'm the manager, right?
What visa are you on?
I'm on a work visa.
On a work visa. H-1B?
I have a work visa. I don't want to reveal.
I was told on good authority there may be some F1 employees here being paid under the table illegal rates. That's what I'm asking you. Is that true or false?
Sir, this is a busy time.
Is it true
so
or is it
we
false?
can talk outside.
Where are you from?
I'm from India. Hyderabad.
I'm from India, Hyderabad. I'm from Hyderabad.
Is that Hyderabad?
Yeah. In India.
Okay, Hyderabad?
In the same state, but in a different city.
What visa are you on? F1 student?
Yeah.
And what do you study?
Computer science.
I'm on green card.
I think that's my kind of Indian there. I can smell the accent, bro. It's not supposed to be racist, but
What visa are you on? F1 student?
Yeah.
What do you study?
no, I don't know if he is now. Yeah, I don't know.
Computer science.
I'm on green card.
Do I need to specify that?
Yes, if you could. Oh, you don't want to? Why?
That's my wish.
I see. I imagine you're on not an F1 if you're working, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm a TN visa. I'm permanent.
Okay, so your green card.
Yeah.
Would you prefer India or USA?
US is good. Why not
Okay.
US? That's why I'm here.
Is your wife here?
No, yes, here. But yeah,
Is she on a? Is she also on a visa?
no, she's not. She's on the same green card with me.
Same green card.
Yeah.
And do you have kids?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
And are they here?
Yes, they are here. They're going to school.
Okay,
Everything is
so-
good. They're born and raised here. Everything
Great.
is
Oh,
good.
I think that's
Yeah.
Tamil
What are you
Nadian
working?
Software.
or Tamilian.
Software.
Software engineer. Did you get a college education in India or the USA?
India. Yeah, I work in IT.
IT. Why are Indians so good at software engineering?
That takes a lot of math,
Brain power?
physics.
I came here on F1, but then I converted to H1. And
So
I'm
you
on-
came on F1 and then graduated to H1?
Yeah,
How hard was that process?
it was cool actually.
I'm from Canada.
You're from Canada?
Yeah.
So you came from India to Canada to Texas?
Yes.
Most people who come here on an F1
Oh, how do these people do this, man?
have the intention to get an H1?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you think that's fraudulent?
no,
No.
because it is valid that
I don't think it is secure a job with an H-1B sponsorship. Employer work on an OPT or a STEM OPT before applying for H-1B. Ask your employer for filing H-1B petition. Understand the H-1B visa lottery system. Change the status from F1 to H-1B. But I'm pretty sure you're supposed to say that like you're gonna do the job or you're gonna study the course, whatever you're gonna study there, and then dip out from that place. I think that's what you're supposed to do. But I could be wrong.
you can convert from H1 to H1. That is the reason most of the people come here.
But isn't F1 just for people who are coming here to study and not to work?
Yes,
So
that
do you think it's a bit of a fraud to come here to study and then end up...
people go back too.
Did you go back before you got the H1?
No.
Okay, so you came here on F1
Yes.
and now you're...
TN.
Are they getting paid legal minimum wage in Texas?
Here no F1 students working.
No
Here
F1
all
students?
These all I have work permits. We have all work
On
permit
OPT?
students. Sorry?
F1, H1B, O1?
I have a work authorization.
I know you
My
do.
employers have all work authorizations.
So you're not employing any F1 students? On the record, yes or no?
No.
You promise me?
Yes.
You would swear to God?
Yes.
Swear on your mother's
Bruh.
name?
Yeah, they don't really have any God, bro. What are we doing here, dude? And even if he was like as a Christian, you're not supposed to be doing all that. I don't know if he's a Christian, but yeah, they don't really have a God, bro.
Why you are asking like that questions?
Obviously, the H1B is a non-immigrant visa. When will you be going back to India?
We are thinking to go soon, but we are not sure what
Okay.
date.
And how have you liked Texas thus far?
It's good. I like US. I like India more. That is the reason I'm trying to go back. Basically, at the end of the day, our family is important, right? Our family is in India, so we need to go back to India.
I see. Are you married here?
Yep.
Is he also on H1B?
Yes.
So 2 H1Bs, and do you guys have children?
Yes.
Were they born and raised here?
Yes.
Do your children have Indian citizenship as well?
No.
No. Okay.
I told you, right? If you want records, to come with the legal, okay? I can show all my employee information with the date.
Let's see.
I don't want to.
Okay, you're gonna show me the paperwork or what?
Who? For me?
Me.
No, you don't have to right to come inside.
I
okay?
just did.
You can just out.
Why don't you just show me the paperwork and I'll be on my way? Do you illegally pay F1 students? Yes or no?
No.
No.
I don't think he can understand English. I'm not trying to be a dick here, but I don't think he's understanding the. I don't think he's understanding the word that are coming out of his mouth. I don't think so.
Paperwork or what?
Who? For me?
Me.
No, you don't have to right to come inside.
I
okay?
just did.
You can just out.
Why don't you just show me the paperwork and I'll be on my way? Do you illegally pay F1 students? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. I hope not.
Yeah.
Hi, man. When I asked him to...
Yeah, that's fine.
That's...
Did he say, "Oi, wait"? That just adds to the spice on top. That's just wonderful.
Fine, I hope not. Yeah. Hi, man. When I asked him to swear on his mother's name, he postured up. I thought he was gonna throw down. I thought I was gonna get punched for the first time in my life by an Indian. So this is a meme right now. Please be patient, student driver. This is a kind of a joke, a meme online because there's so many of them. Are you a student driver?
No, I'm not.
Why do you have the student driver sticker?
No, why are you taking video?
We're doing a survey for people that have student driver stickers.
I'm not a student.
Do you have a student driver in your family?
Before I am a student driver, so I kept it. I forgot to remove it.
How old are you?
30.
I have a sticker which I put it inside
You have a
my...
student driver sticker?
That's for my girlfriend, so.
Come on. So your girlfriend has a student driver sticker?
And she has a student driver license.
I really want to know, like, why are all Indians like slobbery fat? Why are they all built like that? Okay. Like, at least try to make some form of gains. Come on. Like,
Girlfriend, a little girl?
No.
How old is she?
She's about 30. She just started driving. She wouldn't drive, learning to drive.
I see. Did she know how to drive in India?
Yeah.
I see. So it's a difficult translation over here?
Yeah, it's left to right and all that. So probably she did her course 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Generally, it looks a little scammy almost.
Sure, yeah. Now I know that's a great thing. I'll remove that.
Is that your sticker?
Yes.
It is? Yes. Are you a student driver?
No.
Why do you have that sticker?
My kid sometimes drives.
I see. But if so many of these highly specialized H-1B Indians first came to America to study at our colleges and then stayed here until they got an H-1B
holy
America to
damn, it's all Indians. Maybe it's just a stock video or something, but damn, it's all Indians.
At our colleges and then stayed here until they got an H-1B visa to work, then why exactly aren't American students educated in the same schools qualified to work the jobs we've been told we need?
Ooh, he's asking the big questions now. Ooh, okay.
Need these Indians.
I think I know what computer that is. Is that an HP? I think I know what computer that is. Hold up, man. Come on. Let me see if I can find it. I think this is the computer. I think this is the computer, dude. Oh, Big Man Tang. It is the same one. I think it's the same series. With the webcam here. Yeah, whatever.
Are Indians somehow vastly more overqualified than every other nationality on the planet and therefore receive 70% of America's H-1B visas? I met up
70% is insane.
With Mavash Siddiqui, a U.S. Foreign Service officer with 21 years of experience in national security and foreign policy, who worked as a visa officer at the U.S. consulate in India to understand what's going on here.
I'm not representing the US government. I'm not representing any other entity. It is just me, myself, and I speaking from my personal experience as a consular officer in India, which was 20 years ago. So an H-1B visa is a guest worker visa. It's a temporary status visa. You abide by the laws of the United States as a non-immigrant, and then your permanent residence needs to be in India, so you have to return back. When I served in India, my job was initially to basically focus on what is known as non-immigrant visas, that it is a travel document which is meant for temporary visitors. What I saw in terms of industrialized fraud was there was systemic corruption and fraud happening because everybody and their mother wanted to go to the United States. In that jurisdiction of Chennai, we were mainly seeing a lot of fraud patterns come from Telangana, the Telugu community, and really ravenous hunger amongst the 16 to 45 years of age people to basically use the visa loophole in order to cut the line and actually emigrate to the US. So the intent was to come to the US, work here, find an avaricious lawyer, go to the Department of Homeland Security, you change your status from like a visitor visa to a permanent residence. This hunger and craving that I saw created this systemic, massive ecosystem of fraud. For instance, when I went as part of the fraud management unit to this place called Hyderabad, there is a huge back industry called Amirpet. There's a visa industry where you have storefronts after storefronts focused
Holy
on...
damn. Holy damn.
Visa industry where you have...
Now I've seen like some of these type of things before. But damn, to this extent?
Storefronts
Damn.
after storefronts focused on basically creating fraudulent documents.
Amir Pet coaching centers. Holy shit. That's so much shops, bruh.
So a lot of F1 students, I'll give you an example. You know, there were 400 of them and they all had the same bank documents, but they had the guts to present these documents which basically were fake transcripts, fake bank statements, and also, fake degree certificates or high school diplomas, etc. So it was industrialized in the sense there were factories and they all.
Oh my god. Let me take a screenshot of this. Or can I even get a screenshot? Alright. Boom. Hold up. Oh man.
Also had these storefronts saying green card would be possible within 6 months kind of thing. Like, we were just like so overwhelmed that there was this pressure to issue, right?
And where was this pressure coming from?
The U.S. Embassy in Delhi had obviously a political appointee ambassador. This is during the George W. Bush days. And then we had obviously the consul general. But there were politicians who were pressuring, whether from the South India arena or from Delhi itself, saying you need to issue visas in order to make a better, stronger bilateral relationship happen. Even if that individual is not qualified, at one point we had this ludicrous pressure to say, if that person is not a terrorist, go ahead and issue thing. And so we started the system in Chennai to revoke H-1B visas where we saw a lot of fraud happen. The United States spits out 150,000 people a year. Amongst 800,000 students, you have 100,000 who've gone through this rigorous computer science coursework, and then they're told they don't have an opportunity to work in our industry. But then you have these Indian H-1Bs come in with just a Microsoft certification. Some even had the guts to present us with graphic designing, which is very different from, taking C, C++, assembly language, SQL, third degree calculus. That's very different. So it's just interesting how we had a very hard time revoking these, because it's not like a simple revocation. It's a bit of a uphill battle for a public servant or a consular officer to revoke those, where the burden of proof falls on me. After a long, grueling day of interviewing 200 people, you have a stack of these H-1B revocations that you have to type up and send to the Department of Homeland Security and say, this is why we suspect fraud, which means, you're providing pictures and documents and a narrative and et cetera, et cetera. We don't have that luxury of time. So I saw the cracks and I warned people.
Are these H-1B visa holders superior to Americans in every way imaginable?
Absolutely not in screaming letters and OT, So that's the halo effect that they have benefited from, essentially because of, the Indian lobby. Everyone's benefiting in this whole system, right? There's kickbacks that everyone gets. The visa back industry is there. So people have created this narrative. It's almost like information operations against the United States, right? Where
we are somehow inferior to the labor supply in India. And I say India because 70% of the H-1Bs are coming from India.
Exactly, right? And there is a visa category that they could leverage called the O1 visa, if they were indeed those, super geeks or very smart people. But these are not exemplary individuals. These are run-of-the-mill.
Yeah, that's what I meant by people who are in India are really good with memorizing things and getting good grades, I suppose, but they're not really all that intelligent in terms of what's a good way to say it without sounding dickish? They're book smart, but they're not really alive. They're just robots, right? They're just robots programmed with all the things that they learned during their school days, and that's all they know. They don't know anything else.
people, but when they come here between the 16 to 45 years of age, and the ones who have basically taken the F1 visa route, and then they get sashayed into the OPT program, and then they get preferential treatment by the Silicon Valley managers and the various IT industry managers who are basically get seated in the H-1B managerial role. They would prefer their own Indian people, because it's not about necessarily because the Indians are the best and the brightest. Bribery is quite normalized. The sad part is I saw a lot of H-1Bs as well as J-1s, especially physicians and others who have bought their seats into medical school. And
that's a different topic that we don't need to get into right now. It's a crazy business that's happening in India. We're not going to touch on that. There's got to be like another hour or two talking about it. We're not getting there because that's...
You have 40% percentile on your, score sheet. You're basically an F student, but you can get ahead. That sort of stuff does not...
There's a lot of pay-to-win lobbies in India, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Jive with our values. Our values are very different. Any minority American would have a worse chance to get into any of these big IT companies because the value system is different, where, the H-1B manager would expect that these people that he's bringing in, whether he or she are bringing in, the idea is to get a cut from their salaries. It's almost like a pyramid scheme. It's like a kickback scheme. It's like pay skimming, for instance. So nice quid pro quo system, and everyone's happy. No one outs the other. And that basically the IT manager does know that if he or she gets outed, then this person will lose their job. So it's kind of like an honor among thieves. So today, I don't know what things look like, but I'm aware, from a lot of my colleagues who are currently working, that fraud has ballooned.
India's fake degrees, hundreds in Singapore, Malaysia, US, Canada left questioning qualification after Manav Bharati University scandal. A private university in Himachal Pradesh state sold 36,000 degrees for as little as US 1,362 each, an Indian government agency investigation found. Graduates of the institution are now being pressured by employees around the world to prove that their qualifications are genuine.
So then you have
nothing wrong with
religious workers being invited on an H-1B. You have accountants being invited on an H-1B. These are not specialized skills. Teachers being invited are... Colleges and universities create these wonderful, best and brightest computer scientists and computer programmers and engineers. After a 4-year college degree, we go through rigorous training. That holistic training that happens in the United States far supersedes what you find amongst the H-1B cloud.
And out of all the 50,000 plus visa applications, how many of those were legitimate?
There were, easily between 70 to 80%. That was my denial rate. And we created that gold rush.
One example of how H-1B Indians are used to suppress American wages, it all starts with this guy who needs some more cheap labor to avoid the headache and cost of hiring an American.
What I said, same thing that the higher companies, the managers, the owners, they want cheaper labor, make more profit. Americans, they're on their own soil, so they don't really have any leverage on top of the Americans, so they bring in the cheaper labor. They say that if you don't do the thing in our terms, we're going to kick you out, and if you go back, you're not really going to do much back there in India.
He outsources the job to an IT staffing company. This IT staffing company claims to have an army of high-skilled H-1Bs to fulfill the contract, all at a cheaper cost. And most of the time, these IT staffing companies will rent an office like the empty ones you're about to see, put that address on their H-1B's employees' paperwork, basically telling the government, don't worry, here's the office where he'll be working. But the reality is, the IT staffing company won't use that office for anything, and will send the H-1B employee directly to the client's worksite. The client gets cheaper labor without the responsibility of sponsoring the H-1B. The H-1B makes great money compared to what they'd make in India. They can work towards getting a green card in the US, and most importantly, they don't have to live in India. All while the IT staffing company collects the spread between what they underpay their H-1B employee and what the client pays them. It's a win-win-win for everyone but the American worker.
India number one.
Now let's go investigate these genius
Is that
Indian
the-
IT staffing.
Is that the shit show? Oh, I think that's the shit show. Yeah.
Now let's go investigate these genius Indian IT staffing companies littered all over Texas. But real quick, I just made $100 by playing games on my phone. And no, it's not too good to be true. Let me show you. Free Cash is a free platform where you can actually earn money by playing mobile games, doing quick surveys, and more. And they've got a 4.8 star rating on Trustpilot, so you know it's legit. Here's how it works. You pick a game offer and start playing. Boom! My free cash balance just went up. And you can win more money by completing different challenges within each game. Challenges can be as easy as playing the game for up to 2 minutes and the cash rewards go up and up. I just made $10 for downloading Solitaire Cash on my phone. Just make sure you have app tracking turned on so you actually get rewarded. And you can cash out with PayPal, crypto, or even Amazon gift cards. To get started today, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen and you'll get a $5 bonus just for starting your first offer. It won't replace your day job, but if you're gonna play games on your phone, you might as well get paid for it. Thanks, Free Cash. Back to the video. There is a single company, Qubits Tech Systems LLC, with 8 LCAs, all from this residential home.
I think this is the part where he does the investigation, the private investigation stuff. I think this is that part. All right, if that's the part, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna leak, and I'll be right back. If you enjoyed the video so far, make sure to drop a sub and a like. And I am live on most days, so make sure to join by the live and join the Discord, which is both linked in the description down below. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Software developers here making $51 an hour.
Yeah, this seems legit.
Developers here making fee.
Wait, what did he say?
There is a single company, Qubits Tech Systems LLC, with 8 LCAs, all from this residential home. Bunch of software developers here making $51 an hour.
Yeah, this seems legit.
$51 an hour? That's crazy.
Hi there, worksite inspection.
Hey, who is this?
Hi there, this is Tyler. I'm here to conduct a worksite inspection. Am I speaking to Hari Madiraju?
It's not.
Huh? Sorry, you cut off there.
So I am not at home, so what is this? I am in the office. Who is this speaking?
Is there another worksite that you're working from?
Yeah, 4425 West Airport.
West Airport? Okay, so there's no one working from the residential address here?
Why do they work for where is your home?
Excuse me?
Where is your home? Do you live in your home or do you live in your toilet or somewhere?
No, I don't live in my toilet, sir. So I'm only asking because the LCAs state that this is the address. Is that not the case?
No.
So you don't...
Go to my workspace. Are you from government?
No, I'm not from the government. I'm conducting an independent investigation.
If you are not for government...
Yes?
Work right now, I don't have any...
Government.
Space. Are you from government?
No,
Government. Come on, bro. Government.
I'm conducting an independent investigation.
If you are not for government...
Yes?
Work right now, I don't have any people, but you can go to the workplace and work there.
Alright, we'll take a look at your office. Thank you. Some attitude. Yeah. But why would this guy file 8 LCAs with the worksite listed as his residential home? So we went to his office only to find a collaborative worksite and his completely empty unit. No one in their office. Hari Madiraju finessed us. Let's give him a phone call.
Please leave your message for 214.
You son of a bitch. And strangely enough, many of these ghost offices were often clustered in the same locations, starting with V4 Tech. V4 Tech, very official. Okay, take a look inside. We see some sort of Eastern monk-like statue right there. We have an empty...
It's a Buddha statue, but yeah, Buddha. It's another false religion, but yeah, Buddha.
Little meeting room in the back here. It's almost like no one's here. Who would pay thousands of dollars a month to rent an office with no signs of human life, locked during work hours in the middle of the work week with no employees in sight? Question for you. Do you know where they're at?
Your neighbors?
No idea.
No idea? Okay, thanks so much.
It costs money to rent this place. And it's during business hours, during the week.
It's a ghost office, a shell. They have paper compliance. They have the physical location they can register their H-1Bs to, and then they can send them off to go work elsewhere. So V4 Tech.
I feel like you can do all this nonsense and illegal activities if you have good connections. Even if I'm an Indian, I don't know how you get to do this stuff, right? But if you have good connections and you live in India, I think you can go about doing all this with no problems.
Ink, completely empty. They should be here. Someone should be here. 420. This is going to be a good one. And there were more ghost offices all over this complex. All right, we got no sign on this one. Hello? Hello? They ever show up here? Yeah.
What are we selling?
I just want to ask you, do you guys actually have neighbors? Does anyone ever show up?
That's a great question.
It's a good question, right?
That's a great question. Why are you asking this question?
Because we're convinced that this is a body shop. They have paper compliance, and no one actually works out of here. There's
Got
like
it.
9 separate units in this business complex. No one's here. These
Are you
ghost
ready?
offices. I'm ready. Yeah.
Is that on?
It's on. We're ready.
Good. He is thinking correctly. You are thinking correctly.
That's the W man's right there. 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 Like yeah. That's the W man's right there, bro.
NG Talent Tech Group LLC, based in this office, filed 23 LCAs, and there wasn't a soul in their unit. Everything was empty.
Hello?
Hello?
Knock, knock.
This one didn't even have a sign on the door.
Talenton Technologies claims to have 6 H-1Bs. No one's here. In-office presence on the following days. Tuesday and Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Where were our elite Indian engineers and programmers holding the American economy on their...
It's literally like a slave system that's going on here. You're bringing like cheaper labor, have leverage on top of them, do all this illegal stuff, make everybody like hate you guys. Like there's got to be like some form of psyop, man. Like I cannot believe like this thing is this worse, man. Like it's crazy.
shoulders.
We have DevApps IT. This is the best looking one thus far. We have 11 H-1Bs. No one's here. Hello. Hey, do you know if your neighbor's here?
I hardly see anybody over there now.
We think they might be running a body shop.
Oh, here in Frisco?
Yeah.
I get it.
What do you think?
I wouldn't be surprised. Last time I saw somebody here was probably 4 months ago.
4 months ago? That's crazy. Were they Indians?
Yeah.
They appear to be body shops. Basically, all I'm asking is, are there revolving doors of empty office complexes with a bunch of
And
Indians?
there's revolving people.
Revolving
So
people,
we're-
different people.
We're in this unit here.
Okay.
The one next to us.
Okay.
People show up about every...
So you see a new group of people coming in and out of there?
And most of the time it's empty.
It's empty.
Like probably 11 months out of the year.
If you found out there were 10 body shops running out of this complex, what would your thoughts be?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It just, the way that things are here in America right now, it just it wouldn't surprise me. Like,
People are normalized to this crap, man. People are literally normalized to this crap.
You think we're cooked?
yeah, absolutely, yeah. It doesn't seem like Abbott really cares that much. Like, he's probably getting paid himself, so our whole government's cooked.
But to my surprise, we finally found an office with an Indian inside. But the sign they had hanging in their office listed a different company than what they had filed under.
Is this Grand IT LLC? You guys work here?
Yeah.
This is a body shop?
No, it's IT service.
Are you guys a staffing company?
Yeah, IT service.
Sweet. What's your name?
Sachin.
Sachil? Tyler. Good to meet you.
Tyler, what's the name of this place?
Grand IT LLC, right?
Grand IT LLC, and this is one more.
Wait, what's this?
Software Guild. It's
So
IT
you
staff.
guys share offices or what?
No. Like,
So are you guys Grand IT or Executive
Both.
Software?
We have both companies.
Both, okay. And you're not a scammer.
Who was Executive Software Guild Inc.
I'm gonna be honest, that's a bad way to approach things, because now he's gonna be hostile, and if there was any option of him giving any information, that's just gone. I don't think that's a good way to approach anything. You gotta play with them, make some good rapport, that's how you gotta do things. But
This Prada dripped Indian. Where were the other employees?
What do we got? We got a brand new TV right here.
I can probably be pretty certain that is not actually an actual product.
Dripped Indian. Where were the other employees?
What do we got? We got a brand new TV right here.
yeah, it's a brand new TV. It's like a regular meeting area.
Okay. And how many people work here?
6 people.
Okay. What are their names?
So, I mean, we have multiple people changing. We have Vishnu, we have Madhavi, we have Hari. They are working directly from the client area.
And tell me some of the clients where the H-1Bs get staffed at. Are we talking like Verizon, like Deloitte? Who do we got?
We work for multiple clients. We work for USAA. We also work for Verizon.
So I gotta ask, why would anyone print out LCAs and pin them on the wall?
I mean, if someone like a ICE department, we can just show them directly. If they come for any verification of the candidate, we can show them, we are doing the certification or.
And we have software developer. We have, who's this guy? What does he do?
Vishnu is the owner of the company.
Okay, he owns the company.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another sort of empty office set up here, and I like that quote, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. It's a good point. So why is it the Maryland labor law postings up there?
I mean,
and it's like the workers' compensation in Maryland. That's what I'm trying to figure out. All the Maryland paperwork right here. I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking questions,
We work for the Maryland state as well.
I see. So you guys do CPA for Maryland?
Yeah.
You guys do like accounting too?
Accounting too.
That makes sense. And you're not lying to me? Huh? You're not lying to me?
No.
Okay, all right.
That's the reason we have posted all this.
I see. I would just think you would post like Texas labor law and postings, because we're in Texas. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
And why was there freshly unboxed furniture and appliances scattered throughout the mostly empty office? Not to mention, why was this on their wall? On our way out, I couldn't help but notice this 6-figure luxury car in the parking lot.
That's crazy. You got a Land Rover.
One last thing. Is this your Range Rover? My man, don't be humble. Give us a quick whip tour. This thing's badass. See, that's proof of the American dream right there. The American dream's real, right?
The IT staffing business was clearly profitable, so we went to another cluster of suspected ghost offices.
Okay, so we have Slesha IT Inc. right there. There's a guy inside. Hi there. Are you working on behalf of Slesha IT?
Yes.
Okay, hi there. My name's Tyler. We're conducting a workplace inspection.
Okay.
Are the other 4 engineers that work here present today? Where are they?
In each room.
Oh, in each room? Can you show me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. How are you doing today? Okay, and who is this?
Damn, why are you looking at me like that? Dog, that was creepy as hell. Like, look at this. Cameras? And he's just staring directly into my soul.
In each room.
Oh, in each room? Can you show me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. How are you doing today? Okay, and who is this?
Dog, why are you looking at me like that?
This appeared to finally be the first company with actual H-1B Indians on site working on their laptops as you might have hoped. While they are replacing American workers, I guess at the very least they're real.
Are you allowed to be in here?
You guys let me in.
Who let you in?
He did.
But you told some workplace inspection, right?
Yeah, I'm conducting a workplace investigation on behalf of owners.
Right?
Correct.
Then how are you inside a private?
I just knocked on the door and you guys let me in.
And we would like you to go on.
And I'm heading out.
All right, 1300 West Walnut Hill Lane, Irving, Texas. Let's go. Finding an Indian in an office was like a needle in a haystack. Most of the time, my knocks were met with silence and a locked door. The American economy seemed faker to me by the second.
No one's here at either of the Pamela locations.
Margins for these IT staffing companies must have been enormous. To rent offices purely to achieve compliance on paper.
Like, imagine this, like, you're renting offices in the States, like multiple offices. How much money would you be making, like, if the renting part is like, it doesn't even matter, you're not even putting a person there? How like, this is just, yeah.
Labor condition applications they needed for their H-1B armies.
6 in-office
Hi,
LCAs.
if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
There should be 6 LCAs in that office.
And then I finally found another Indian whose story painted an even bleaker vision of the future.
How many H-1Bs do we have in office today?
Right now we don't have any.
We don't have any?
Actually closing the company.
You're closing the company?
Yes.
Okay, so you have the LCAs on the wall here.
Yes.
You guys are going out of business?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear.
So
Okay.
basically this is what happened, right? So basically we were in the business for almost 10 years.
Okay.
We filed all the H1s, but later on, like because of this AI and everything, so we kind of, wrapping it up, everything, and then it's kind of, closing off.
His entire H-1B staffing company imported from India was now obsolete as AI became increasingly advanced. As Americans were replaced by Indians, the Indians were beginning to be replaced by AI.
There is this misconception that, like, you know, all the H1 guys are like they are taking the jobs.
Yeah.
The thing what I wanted to explain is that, like, these are not full-time jobs, right? So they are on a specialized skills. Only then they have those jobs and get it. But if you ask me, is there an abuse? Probably I would say yes.
100%.
If you take the percentage of it, might be very less. And definitely what I would say is probably USCIS investigating all the things. They have to do all the paperwork and everything good.
Countless offices were husks of their former selves. Perhaps the IT gold rush was over.
Worksite inspection.
With signs still on the wall.
On him.
Okay, come on in.
The paperwork on file led us on a wild goose chase to the back room.
Not a single piece of furniture here. The sign on the door, empty room, empty everything. Do the lights even work? Are they paying electricity? They are. We'll confirm at the front desk if anyone's renting this out. How are you doing? We're conducting a worksite inspection for Anand Pag Inc. Are they paying rent currently with you guys?
They moved out like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Each ghost office left us with even more questions than we had initially. Where was USCIS verifying that these worksites were in fact legit and that these H-1B Indians weren't locked up in a basement somewhere being forced to code C++?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, people could be exploited like really hard, and we would not know. We would genuinely not know what's going on.
3 companies, 1 suite.
And nobody's gonna be there.
Hi there. Is Synaptic and Cohash still in Suite 100?
Yes, they are.
Okay, is it a shared office?
Yes, it is.
A shared but empty office. Why rent out your own entire office when you could share one with several other companies? This was even more cost effective.
Hello, worksite inspection.
How much of the commercial real estate economy is propped up by companies like these renting out units to have a worksite on paper for their H-1B employees that are nowhere to be found?
Worksite inspection. Worksite inspection. This country is all an illusion. No one is around. So they should have 4 people working on site. Do we have anyone here today? No one? Okay. So you pay them $20 a month to get an office space in the ether, maybe a mailbox. So you have paper compliance. But where are these people working? In the digital mailbox? In the cyberspace? Where are these Indians? This country is a joke, and you're living in it, and you're paying for it. Look at this.
Pretty much, like, you guys, yeah, you could just have no spine. Literally, you guys have no spine. You have no solid morals. You guys let all the debauchery that's happening just let loose. You know, you guys want to seem all loving and caring when you just indulge in all these like unholy behavior in your country. So just not surprising.
Move right here. We have Sapnex LLC. 3 companies are registered to this location. Looks to be a completely empty office. Nothing in there. Take a look. Emptiness is all I can see. We have 4 H-1Bs, and guess who comes back? Shand Parvathaneni, our same attorney, is the recurring thread. He's threaded into many of these companies in different locations all across the DFW area. Could it be a coincidence? Very well could be. He could just be the guy, the attorney, the Better Call Saul of LCAs.
So I called Shand Parvathaneni, an Indian immigration attorney who files LCAs and H-1B petitions.
What books are those? Texas criminal law. Okay, just law books, okay.
On behalf of countless companies with ghost offices that I visited throughout this video. Could he perhaps explain what was going on here? But real quick, Patreon banned me for noticing too much, so now...
I don't think... Patreon banned him? That's crazy. I was gonna say, I don't think he's gonna respond or he's gonna play semantics with him, but damn.
What was going on here? But real quick, Patreon banned me for noticing too much.
That is crazy. I'm not surprised though.
So now you can support our work at tylerraw.com to get access to videos we can't upload on YouTube, exclusive bonus.
What the frick is going on here? Okay. Side New Jersey Jewish invasion. New York taken over by Jews. Okay. Investigated murder city, death, drugs, and serial killers. Okay.
Bonus content and early access to all of these videos before they go up on YouTube for as low as $5 a month. Go check it out at tylerraw.com. Thanks for your support, and back to the video. I just want to ask you a few questions. I know I keep seeing your name pop up.
Sure. And like I said, I mean, I want you to ask anything and everything because this program has a problem. You want the best for this country. I want the best for this country.
Listen, we've gone through the LCA.
Do you really though? Do you really though?
I see your name pop up, over 20,000 times from 2020 through the end of 2025. And you're saying the burden to update all this information is on behalf of the employer to then update you, who then complies with the paperwork and gets it all handled, right? Is that?
That is correct. And number of times we see a lot of companies don't do it, which means they're not complying.
Sure.
And my responsibility is not to go, I keep on educating them, but if they don't do it, there's a site visit and the employee is not working where they're supposed to. Any non-immigrant person in this country, anybody, they have to let USCIS know where they live. It's a mandatory responsibility. The government has access to the systems. So when you talk about fraud, the fraud is not fraud that I know. Somebody's benched. That is where things start going haywire. The company doesn't start paying them. The employee is not working. And that is where it starts, not at the time of filing, because at the time of filing it is very easy.
Come on, Sean. Let's not be silly. But also, you could file a bunk LCA filing, right? And just put as many of those out there.
What good it would do to somebody to be obligated to say, hey, I want to pay somebody $100,000 and $30,000 in taxes? You just tell me.
I mean, let's say you get money and you get a lot of it and you don't have a moral back.
No, we don't get a lot of it. But
oh, come on. I know you're killing it. That's great. I mean,
No.
USA,
No.
awesome,
I tell you what, it's a law firm. There are other attorneys working, and that is where the problem is. And then the fees is one of the lowest in the industries.
Come on, I know what lawyers make. Come on. For a different perspective, I want to show you.
I don't think that was honest from Tyler. Because so far it looks like the fella that was being called was being honest with all the questions. I don't know if the assertion was needed there. Like, I don't know if I am with him on that same boat.
Plano of one of the largest IT staffing companies on earth, Tata Consultancy. Companies like Tata built the blueprints for these rink-a-dink mom-and-pop staffing companies with ghost offices we've been visiting. But the difference is they have real offices and real H-1B Indians doing work in the places they say they are at a massive scale. What they proved to corporate America is that they could outsource IT work to an Indian firm like theirs, get the job done with H-1B workers at a fraction of the cost of directly hiring Americans, and they can hold their H-1B Indian Army captive due to their visa being tied to them. Ultimately,
so unfortunate. Like, the thing is, it's not just this thing is not just happening in like the States. Wherever there's a lot of Indians working abroad, this is very common, and this is like, it's pretty normalized. Where I'm not gonna say about my stuff because I don't want to get into trouble, but this is not really surprising at all. Like, not surprising at all.
Be Indian Army captive due to their visa being tied to them. Ultimately, companies like Tata are at the forefront of the replacement of skilled American laborers in exchange for cheaper, interchangeable, and captive H-1B Indians. For example, in 2015, last job of IT workers for Disney World Orlando was to train their H-1B replacements in 90 days that had been brought over by Cognizant. If these employees didn't train their new replacements, they were not eligible for bonuses or their severance packages. In fact, big outsourcing firms like Tata rarely even bother to sponsor green cards and often just import a new wave of H-1B Indians to replace the previous one once their visa expires. I pulled up to one of these outsourcing firms' offices in Plano just to see the H-1B Indian spawner hole in the flesh. Hi. We're here to verify that 12 of the LCAs filed on behalf of 12 H-1B employees are on site and they have the paperwork on the wall.
Okay, let me see someone.
Excuse me, do you work on behalf of Tata? Yeah. Are you H-1B? Yeah. Okay. This place was teeming with Indians whose sole job was to replace you lazy Americans watching this video. Hi, my name's Tyler.
Well, do you have an appointment or pre-approved?
No appointment needed. Thanks so much.
What is your name? Are you the manager?
No.
Oh, okay.
How about I can know things, right? That's the reason I'm asking you.
Sure. Have a great day. Keep in mind, these H-1B employees are on non-immigrant work visas. They are temporary guests.
Don't shoot us, please.
Okay, no worries.
No, what is this for?
We're conducting a worksite inspection. Here to verify a few things, we'll be out of the office.
Okay, I wouldn't do that.
And pursuant to 20 CFR section 655.760, any member of the public can demand the public access file, and failure to make this information available within 1 working day is a violation. Brief worksite inspection.
So like corny, bro. They try to act on like tough man and macho, bro. It's so corny. Look at this dude, man. Such a cornball, bro. Such a cornball. Such a cornball. This fat tummy and everything, bro. Such a cornball.
Available within 1 working day is a violation. Brief worksite inspection. We're not trying to cause any trouble. Imagine if you came to another country on a temporary visa and started smacking people's cameras. Give me a break. Do you work here?
Yes, I will. Yes.
Okay, what's your name? We just want to see if the LCAs that have been filed for the H-1Bs here are publicly visible to the employees here. They should be on the wall.
If you were USCIS, or you're an agent, if you were government, we'd absolutely let you in. You're not, so we're not going to allow that.
As per 20 CFR 655, H-1B labor condition application regulations, and 8 USC 1182N, you guys need to show the paperwork.
We would, to a government agency.
That's not what the law says.
Okay, you can take that up with our immigration office.
We will, yeah.
In Rockville, Maryland.
Sure. You're not going to show it?
No, sir. Not
okay. Well, thanks for popping your head out. You are not in compliance. We appreciate your time. 6010 West Spring Creek.
He stood his ground, but damn, so restarted.
Parkway, 4 IT staffing companies, 95 total LCAs, 38 H-1B conversions. There is no one home. Hi. Doing good. Ever seen anyone come in here? There should be 18 people working out of here.
This is our virtual office. There's 5 of us, but we can work from home.
This doesn't even have enough room for 5 people, much less 18. Worksite inspection. We have a building permit signage here indicating this place has been under renovation or construction since March 6, 2025, where have the employees gone to work the last year? According to what I'm seeing here, there should be 34 people working on site.
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for no one is available to take your call.
Yes,
difference between what a real
really
H-1B
surprised.
worksite should look like compared to all of these ghost offices or seemingly staged worksites was immediately apparent. Hey, are you Siusa? Siusa Inc.? Siusa? Yes. How many people are on site right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where are you from, by the way?
From Germany.
Germany, okay. Yeah. We do need to see those LCAs, though, and then we're out of your hair.
Idris, I can forward this email document to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll write down. I mean, listen, hear me out. I know you have attorney-client privilege. Just be real with me, though. You meet these guys, they talk to you. How often do you think you're signing off on fraud?
0.
Now that you've seen some of these options, people have knocked on the door.
All right, come on, bruh. 0. Come on, you definitely got to know something. But hey, what's the saying? Innocent until proven guilty. All right, we'll take that stance for now.
First, the empty offices. Lights off, no one home, 3 p.m. The complete shell offices with ghost employees. No one can find where they work. You really think it's 0?
If you say that is there fraud that is found after the fact? Yes.
There should be 3 people for Widespan LLC on site. There should be 1 person on site for Upward Innovations LLC. There should be 2 people on site for NK Technolabs.
There's like hardly anybody here today.
I'll tell you what USCIS does. USCIS will come back and say, hey, we went to an address. This employee does not work over there. What exactly is going on? We want to revoke your H-1B. And then I go back to the employer. Hey, this is what USCIS has found. Now there's a problem. Do you have what exactly happened? Because you have to find out. Does it always mean there is fraud? No, because I'll tell you an example where it might not be fraud. A guy is working in Verizon, for example, in Dallas as a software developer, 6 months contract, and they reassign him to another project for, say, Dr. Pepper, again in Dallas. If somebody is still working, still getting paid the same salary, still in the same role, you can change the work site. That is not a material change.
You would have
so
to
when you get an
amend the
RFE, you
LCA,
talk.
right?
No, not. It is not a material change. But if it is Dallas to Dallas, it is not a material change. Just a different work site in the same city.
UCSIS would need to verify the work site exists, the person exists, they're in the country, they're at the place they've stated they should be. How would that not be a problem?
So USCIS have rules. If it is a different metropolitan statistical area, it is a material change. Instead of working in Dallas, somebody moved to Austin, that is a material change.
UCSIS should be able to point at and say the guy works here, right?
Oh yes, and sometimes the work site changes. This third party consulting the work site could keep changing, because
That's
in this
crazy.
case, the same LCA. Yeah, and that is a problem, and that is what I'm saying. And this is what people.
Complete lack of transparency.
And that
That's
is where,
wild to me. That's mind-blowing, actually. What Chand revealed to me is that employers have zero legal obligation to amend the LCA.
So I guess he was actually saying the truth. All right, yeah, like I felt like the way he spoke was being pretty honest about things. Maybe I'm wrong, I guess, but yeah.
If the H-1B employee is working within the same metropolitan statistical area. This Dallas-Fort Worth-Arlington Metroplex encompasses 13 North Texas counties, 9,286 square miles, with more than 200 incorporated cities and towns. So, an IT staffing company like the ones we've seen can file an LCA listing at a ghost office in Frisco and then freely move that H-1B worker to a client site in downtown Dallas, Arlington, Fort Worth, Plano, Irving, McKinney, Denton, or any of the 200 plus cities and towns across 13 counties without ever filing a new LCA or amending the H-1B petition. So, on a day-to-day basis, USCIS does not know where the employee works, the DOL doesn't know, the client is not required to report anything to anyone, and the system, by design, is blind as to where this H-1B employee actually works, allowing plenty of room for things like underpayment, misrepresented job duties, and proxy work from India going unnoticed.
the contract is what shows there is availability of work. The problem with fraud, the contract is for 6 months. Everything goes good. Then what? Is somebody on the bench? That is fraud. Is the employer not paying the employee? That is fraud. That is where there is a big problem with H-1B. That is where all the fraud starts. And like you said, hey, this company doesn't exist now. When we call, there's no company. For example, on the day they filed, no, the company was there. Otherwise, because USCIS has their own big check, they will catch it in 1 minute if the company doesn't exist. So I don't think the fraud is at that point. The fraud, maybe 6 months, 1 year when the project is over, the company is not paying this guy this salary, and this employee is not getting paid, the guy is getting benched. That is where all the fraud starts. And now, like you said, clearly, how do you detect that fraud? In my opinion, the government has access to the databases. Click of a button.
While listening to...
That's pretty basic. The government does have access to everything. If the government wanted to stop it, they would have stopped it instantly, but they don't really care about stopping it, so it's pretty reasonable there. Yeah, I don't think I would be agreeing with him, but it's pretty reasonable there.
Chand, it's clear the system, by design, demands little to no real transparency and heavily relies on the employer operating in good faith. Clearly, USCIS was not inspecting all of these work sites to verify their legitimacy, begging the question, where are these Indians?
I feel like I'm in a library right now.
Icon IT Solutions, here you are.
We have 13 LCAs.
Open up, goddammit.
Okay, next.
Beyond. Hello, is this ESK? Okay, hi, my name's Tyler.
Hey, man.
Good to meet you. What do you guys do?
It's a software development.
Okay, where do you guys put your LCAs, your H-1Bs?
H-1Bs?
Yes.
Like H-1B guy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
are you from ICE?
No. We're just doing a little video.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
H-1B guys, like these guys are...
Exactly, yes, because we keep showing up to like empty offices. You're the first office we've shown up to with human life.
Yeah, you can pick out.
We can check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Hi.
And this is my office. We don't have
It's pretty
much
chill.
H-1Bs.
Yeah.
I think only three H1B.
3.
You said you know how these guys operate like a minute ago.
No. I mean, like, most of them, the offices are empty.
So tell me about that. So I want to make sure we make the difference because we've knocked on a few empty offices that appear to be like shell offices, like ghost offices.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with that term?
I'm familiar with the cell companies, but not familiar with a lot of people here because I don't talk with a lot of neighbors.
Okay, so why do some people rent out the offices, but they never actually show up, never do any work?
Maybe most of them work remotely because most of the IT works are remote.
Okay.
But I don't allow actually to do the remote work. I prefer my guys to be here.
Okay, thanks again. Thank you. Hey, enjoy the game. See you guys. This guy brought
Pretty
up
chill, he's a good
point.
guy.
What happens when our H-1B prodigies are working remotely from home? I pulled up to Houston and met up with Nick Plum, a former Amazon L7 engineer laid off by Amazon, who has been speaking out against the Indianification of America.
Yeah, see that's an issue. That's where I take an issue with. Like, dude, like there's honest Americans trying to make ends meet. Like, what are you doing here, bro? What are you doing? Like, first feed your people, then bring in more people from abroad.
With several H-1B work sites listed as the apartments these Indians lived in. They're required to have a public access file available the moment an LCA is filed, and it must be accessible at the employer's work site within 1 day of filing. Let's see who has their paperwork in order.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm an office call.
Tyler. How are you?
Hi. I'm good.
Do you want to show me?
That's not an office. I'm an office call.
Okay.
Okay. We're here to review your public access files because this is a
Just for context, real quick. So basically, the house behind me got caught on fire. I packed up my stuff. I took the documents behind me, just packed everything. Took my laptop, took my tablet, turned off my stream, and just took my PC and just went out of my house. So in case the fire spreads to my house, I don't really care if the monitor and stuff goes on fire. But like my hard drive, my PC, my documents, my camera, all of those, I took it with me. My icons, my Bible, which is still in the bag, so I still need to grab it and put it out. But yeah, those things were taken with me, and I went out and checked what's up, but everything is okay now. All right, wonderful. Now we'll get back to the video.
Because this is a corporate work site for foreign workers, you should have your LCAs posted and your public access files available for review. Do you have those available for review?
Hi.
Hello.
Daima?
Good
to meet you, Tyler. You work on behalf of Cognizant?
Yes, I do.
You should have a public access file for review.
What do you mean by public access file?
I don't think what he did there was a good. That's not really. If they're feetless, they're feetless. I don't think there's much to say about it. I think that was very slimy from him. People don't like, the shoes that you wear outside in their house. I think that was very slimy from him. Call me like sentimental for that, but that was very slimy. I really hope that he take things into an objective manner than making fun of things. Because we're really not gonna get anywhere with doing this.
Good to meet you, Tyler. You work on behalf of Cognizant?
Yes, I do.
You should have a public access file for
so disingenuous. It doesn't. Whatever they wear, whatever they do, does not take away from the truth claim. This is just a typical fallacy. It's just so disingenuous. It's really just disingenuous.
But what it includes is the LCA, your labor condition application. It includes the prevailing wage study. Whatever your job is. If you'd like to have
Sure.
Okay. So this is my website.
What you're really seeing here is how rare USCIS compliance is, and how before remote work was common, at least you had a corporate office where the public access file could be filed and LCA notices could be posted on a wall. When the H-1B's worksite is now just this guy's apartment, all of this info becomes harder to verify and easier to fake. While the Department of Labor doesn't have enough resources for in-person audits like these, they did create a provision to allow members of the public to demand the same info. The only problem is, nobody ever does. And of course, we stumbled into this engineer vibe coding in real time. Just look at this guy's screen.
By law, you should have it here physically ready for me.
So most of the PWD petitions I have, right?
Okay.
And whatever benefits like medical, vision, and then dental, all those medicals, whatever has been provided as part of my LCR petitions.
What?
I do have it.
We will be reporting that we were unable to review the public access file locally.
Yeah.
So what's your job title?
My job title is senior manager. I work for a client called Marriott Hotels. Marriott Hotels and Systems.
They had your client secured before your arrival into the United States?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my second client.
Okay.
My first client is Energy. It's an energy company. Cognizant is my employer.
Sure.
They have the right to hire, fire, everything.
Sure.
I'm reporting to my supervisor, Cognizant. I'm enjoying my medical benefits, 401k. Cognizant is giving me the stocks at the discounted to my employees.
Doing all that
ESPP.
Okay.
Yes, I'm enrolling it. Yes, I have a family. I'm using medical.
Cool.
The computer that he was working on looked. It was like a $299 HP computer. We come in, we see ChatGPT up on the screen. He's not doing anything.
To be fair, it's not really ChatGPT. Okay, it's Copilot. It's not ChatGPT, or I don't think it's ChatGPT.
It was like a $299 HP computer.
Okay, that's not. I know it's not an excuse, but yeah.
We come in, we see ChatGPT up on the screen. He's not doing anything. I think the biggest myth that we have is this high-skilled immigration thing. Sure. I think it's a lie. I think most of the immigration that we're getting is not highly skilled. I'll try to quantify. I'd say 70% of the folks that I actually saw hired and worked around couldn't do the job. Okay. When we needed the top tier engineer, they worked in Ireland. It's like it's just easier to hire. You know, you've got a network of people that are willing to relocate. If I'm sitting here in Texas, not paying taxes, I may not want to relocate to California. Sure. But if I'm sitting in India and I want to do anything I can in my power to get out of India, I'm willing to relocate to California, pay those taxes and the high utility bills, etc. Not classically trained in computers. I self-taught effectively, and I did that through on-the-job training. You know, like if you're a pretty smart person, which a lot of Americans are, we're not doing things that are super complex, right? Sure. Business analytics you can learn, and especially with AI now, you don't have to have years of training learning how to write SQL. You know, you can, hey Grok, help me understand how to join these tables, or write a query to do this. What we're not seeing is that shift away from a foreign reliance on labor into like adapting our new technology and understanding that these aren't critical skills anymore. They're not unique skills. Like we're not getting super geniuses.
Do you think the companies need to hire US citizens or US workers before they go about and hire somebody in H-1B?
Yes.
The current rules. Unfortunately, no. The answer is no, which is where the biggest problem is.
I see.
And that is what I want to highlight.
For every American, right? You would hope they would assess the American workforce before we start.
You can't really necessarily blame the Indians for doing what they're doing. Like, let's be real. They're like, if they see an opportunity to get out of their shithole, they would take it. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with it.
Scouring overseas, right? We're seeing graduates come out of a 4-year college degree and are
Gen Z men with college degrees now have the same unemployment rate as non-grads. A sign that the higher education payoff is dead. It was in March 7th, 2026.
unable to find a job
7 days
what
ago.
this guy was working. Is this guy vastly more talented than the graduate that's coming out of college? Is it just because he already has 10 years of experience? He's the go-to hire?
I mean, our college graduates are competing with a system that is built to disadvantage them, to be honest. And here's the ways, right? Like
it really just comes down to, it's not necessarily about hating these Indians or having a prejudice against these Indians. It's again, like, what are you as an American citizen, what are you really learning and what are you really putting into the table? You know, Indians, they would do whatever jobs they can get for like a better pay, no matter what it is, they would do it. But you as an American citizen, what are you really like giving into to your economy? What should we really look into? So I would say, like, it's an issue on both sides. Like, yeah, it's 100% issue on both sides.
I can write a job posting and I can require 10 different tech skills. One of them may be 8 years old. It's antiquated. Sure. But by adding this antiquated requirement onto a job posting, any recent grad is not going to have that. Now I can filter them out as a technical recruiter.
Sure. And if you're not getting algorithmically filtered out of job postings on LinkedIn, you can find job postings online hiring H-1Bs only. What a racket. Hi there. How are you? Do you know where Suite 678 might be? It might not even be in here.
It's a mailbox. It's not an actual physical.
It's a mailbox. Okay, so yeah, we're just trying to confirm.
These and see if they're actual suites.
Yes.
Yeah.
678 is the first one.
Anything that's over a 200 is not going to be here.
Okay, so 534.
No.
because they're reporting there's people working at that mailbox. Like they work inside that mailbox then. 1167.
No, these are all like literal mailboxes that I put pieces of mail in and I take packages.
324.
Anything over 200 is not going to be here.
Okay.
Yeah, and just so you're aware, they're reporting to the USCIS that there are humans working inside these mailboxes.
Well, if they can fit in a mailbox this size, then sure.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, we have our answers. There is zero level of scrutiny at play here.
Zero.
What is our economy? But what happens when an Indian comes here on an F1 visa to study with the hopes of getting an H1B visa and eventually a green card and things don't go according to plan?
Holy smile there.
H1B
I'm not trying to body shame, but holy smile there. Yeah.
visa and eventually a green card and things don't go according to plan. Raj, why are you here in Texas? What's going on?
I just came for my my further studies, like masters. I'm from India. I'm coming from Mumbai. Mumbai is my home country. That's why I like
Home
this country.
city. Mumbai cannot be a country. It's a city. It's just freaking city. India is your country, but whatever.
Do you like USA or India more?
India more, but for my further studies, I have to come here.
And how difficult was it for you to move your whole life to the USA and come study here?
It's really challenging. When I'm coming to here, it's gonna be a long story behind that. I have to do a lot of interviews, and it's gonna be depend on them. If they want to give them a visa or not, it's a really big story. We have to do a lot of hard work on that. Even when we came here, we don't know where we have to live, what is going to be happening here, nothing, we don't know.
And how old are you?
I'm just like 23. This is a country that we can just make our future, just we can study and do hard work. If we work here,
That's
we
all
can...
fine and dandy, but you can't really blame the Indians for mass immigration if the government is incentivizing that type of behavior. Like you can't really blame the people. The people see a better opportunity, they're getting it. But if your government's strict, they're like, okay, we're not bringing any Indians. All right, Indians are gonna just stay in their own country. I don't know why it's so hard for that.
Get a good jobs and everything, but from our heart, we are connected to our country. And there are lots of Indians, they are doing lots.
I am not connected to my country. I really am not. Okay.
A lot of things to do to stay here legally.
Where do you live? Do you live with like roommates?
Yeah, I live with my roommates. Before we are going to live, when I came here, it was like a really tough thing. Yeah. That's why in a 2-bedroom hall, we are living like 10 members.
10 people?
Yeah, to save our money.
Sure.
Yeah, it's really hard working at that time.
So how did these folks get brought here? Well, that's where I started to tie it together to what I was seeing at work. We had a major hub in Dallas. I had 2 people on my team that were hired in on H-1Bs to work in Dallas. Well, they have children, and those children get a visa called the H-4 visa. Their spouses get the H-4 visa. I don't know, maybe that like the missing point for a lot of people here is when you're on an H-4 visa and you go to high school.
Why do they all look the same? Not trying to be racist here, but North Indian kids and like Middle Indian kids, like Central Indian kids and North Indian kids, they all look the same. I don't know why. Is he barefoot?
I don't know, maybe that like the missing point for a lot of people here is when you're on an H-4 visa and you go
It is freaking barefoot. Oh my Lord, have mercy.
to high school in Texas and you graduate from high school in Texas, you were not.
What?
When you're on an H-4 visa and you go to high school in Texas and you graduate from high school in Texas.
BAPS Shri Swaminarayan Mandir. So it's a temple.
Texas, you were not an international student. So there's guardrails in place at places like UT to ensure that you don't have these massive demographic changes. Well, those guardrails fail when all of a sudden these folks are classified as residents. I find it very interesting, Tyler, that we have folks on H-1Bs acting as technical recruiters. The person doing the vetting is, they're not American. They don't have that, I don't know, underlying like for the home team, skin in the game.
Most people that come from, let's say, Mumbai, do they have plans of staying longer?
Most of our from my country, they just focus on like just we will get our degree and we will come back. But the thing is that they are not thinking to go back to our country. Why? Because the thing is that in our country there are jobs, there are a lot of jobs, but what they pay, they are not satisfied with that pay.
So if everything
pretty much what I was saying, like if the Indian government starts paying their own citizens better, I don't think Indians would look anywhere than their own country. But the pay in India it's really crazy. It's abhorrent. It's bad, like bad.
Goes your way, would you like to be a permanent citizen here?
It's not only my dream, everyone dreams like that to get a green card or permanent residence in United States of America. Why? Because we already spent our 3 years here.
What do our college graduates lack? Is it tenacity and skill and intellect? Are Americans stupid, Nick?
I mean, I think we're naive, I'll be honest. I think we've operated in a high trust society for a very long time. I mean, as a father of kids, I raised them to do the right thing, to work hard, to go to school, to get the good grades. And I used to tell them, like, if you grind, you'll be fine. That we are a meritocracy. I actually am doubting that. Right? I've changed my messaging to them.
What is the messaging now?
Well, now it's you still need to do the right thing, but you also have to understand you are competing in a system that is built structurally to disadvantage you.
How much money does it cost for you to come all the way from Mumbai to Houston, Texas?
To here, I already spent like 35, almost $40,000.
So that's a lot of money in India. How do most people afford to get here?
Everyone do like that. They have some savings in our country. Some savings like out their fathers or something. They have some goal or something. They are struggling hard to get a degree and a job. They have some goal or something. They are struggling hard to get a degree and a job here. Have some goal or something. They are struggling.
78% of wealthy Indian parents and kids abroad risking retirement savings. Pretty true, but the thing is, if the Indian parents keep their kids just in their own country, the kids are pretty doomed. They cannot have any savings. They cannot even have their own house. Oh my. I was saying, like, if the Indian kids that are living today, the Gen Z kids, the kids of my age, if they stay in India, they are not making any money. They cannot afford to make a family for themselves. They don't have good culture. They don't have good religion. They don't really have anything good in their life. So it's the parents, obviously being the parents, would be like, okay, I'm gonna like risk everything that I have in my life, whatever I've made and grinded so far, and I'm just gonna give it all for my kids so that they can like have a better life than just staying in India. But if India really did pay their people really good, the government was like, okay, let's not do corrupt shit. Let's pay our people, fairly and moderately. I really don't think, even me, I would go back to India if India paid well. Like yeah.
Hard to get a degree and a job.
We sold our land for a dream. Now we have nothing. Indian migrants on U.S. deportation. That is an issue because you sold everything you had for an immigration thing, and I don't think the U.S. immigration deports you without a valid reason. If you're there illegally, I think that's how when they deport you. But I could be wrong. I'm willing to be, I'm willing to be educated on that.
They are selling their homes in our country to only just to visit the United States of America. They are selling a home.
Rich Indians are dipping into their savings to send their kids abroad for education.
Yes. They're like savings and everything, the gold and everything. And when they are coming here, they are not satisfied. Why? Because after all these things, the IT job market is no more. No, we are not getting good jobs and nothing like that.
Who benefits from importing infinite labor from all over the planet?
I mean, I think there's a bunch of beneficiaries to this.
Who's winning right now?
Yeah, well, it's not the youth.
Sure.
It's not the American worker. It is big capital. These folks.
Exactly. I cannot really blame the Indian people nor the Americans for having a form of prejudice against Indians. I would say it really goes down to the American companies, the big corporations in the States, and the big the big companies in India, they could they could really pay the Indians really well. They could just up the, the Indians are pretty India as a country is pretty international. But if the Indian companies in India starts charging a bit, good, I'm sure they get a lot of money. Okay, I'm sure they get a lot of money, and if they start distributing the money to all citizens equally, I think Indians would just stay in their own country. The job crisis in India is insane. Insane. You got no idea. It's genuinely insane.
Don't have freedom of movement. If they're let go, they have 60 days to find a new job, or they have to leave the country, or really what ends up happening is they just change status to a new visa.
Sure.
But they should leave the country.
If you can't get a job in IT, what's your plan?
The last option, if I will not get a job, like even I also find a girl on the dating places.
Many nice Indian girls?
No, not an Indian girls.
Who?
One white and one Mexican.
That's so slimy. That's so freaking slimy. Like, if you're meeting somebody naturally, okay, that's, I guess, fine. Both you guys like it. But if you're targeting someone, a woman, to get the green card and her passport, oh, bro, get the freak out of the country, dog. Oh, I've been like a strong proponent. Like I've been against this idea of people finding specific groups of people just for their status and their pros. Like it was just so slimy. The fact that I could hear this from an Indian. Like if you meet like a white girl naturally on the street, you're talking to her fine. You just met her on your work site. You're talking to her. You like her, she likes you back, okay, but you're going to a dating place to find a white girl specifically, and when you even find the white girl, you're not even gonna like try and be similar to her. You're gonna bring her to you. That's so freaking disgusting behavior.
White women, they are not like a greedy. Some of them like a greedy, but everyone not is greedy. But in Mexicans, you cannot trust them.
Dog, what the frick are you talking about? What are you talking about, dog? Nah. I was with you till you said that garbage. Like, holy damn. Ugh, disgusting, bro. They're greedy. Oh my goodness, man.
What have you seen? What have they done to you?
One of my friends' story. So he's just thinking to what to do, and he's trying to get jobs and a lot of things. After that, all the hard working, he's not getting a job. So he find a girl. So first, my friend said, "Oh,
dog, please, first learn how to speak English like dog. Please, first, please learn how to speak English, because holy damn, it's really hard to like listen to." Oh, dog, this it's so slimy, man. I was like barely at the line. I was trying to take a look at an objective standpoint, like from it. I would say like more on a neutral side, okay? And damn, bro, this is so slimy and yucky, man. I cannot bear to like see dudes like this.
Oh, I like you. Can I get your number or something?
Okay.
And then they went for the dates and everything. My friend, he said to their Mexican girls, "Oh, can I ask you for the favor? It's not only my favor, it's you too. Well, because you are struggling hard, so it's really good for you too. So can we do like a marriage just to fix my papers?"
Sure.
So she said, "Yeah, okay."
What the frick? What the frick? What the frick? Like what? Like what? Like what? Marriage is not a nilly-willy thing. It's a sacrament from God. What the frick? This is what I hate about Indians, man. They're so superficial. Oh,
And then,
I'm actually cringing so hard right now just listening to this.
Did they get married?
Yeah, they get married, and the thing is that after they're getting married, and she said, I have some conditions, like when she's going to be signing papers, she wants like $5,000 in her hand. first month.
Like, well, let's look at Amazon, right? They laid off 16,000 people January 28th, 15,000 in October. I am sure those were not only Americans. In fact, I know of at least one that wasn't an American. Now, the difference between her and I is I'm sitting here, right? I'm not worried about being deported. My visa is not going to get lapsed. And these folks, I mean, they bought cars on 5-year notes. Their entire family will be uprooted. They may even have a kid here that's now an American by birthright citizenship. When someone has that much to lose,
I don't think that's a good way to give you the citizenship. Okay. All right. What are you gonna cook, dog? I didn't know you could cook. Damn. I don't know you cook. Damn, son. All right, I definitely gotta come to Germany one day just for like visiting, and I gotta get the special meat, you know. All right.
Compel them to do anything you want.
Then you see them giving up everything in order to fulfill this dream or get their kids from this status of being lower or middle class to upper middle class and beyond. They may sell the family farm for all that, right?
Back home, their families are becoming millionaires, so to speak.
Oh yeah, multimillionaires, right? They're wealthy. And so I think we just we created that gold rush.
And this is a torta? Oh, shit. Okay.
And after that,
I hate that thing that internet culture has brought up. Calling, I'm not a simp, I'm not a 6'5" Chad. I am nothing. I'm not a feminist. I am nothing like that. But calling a Mexican woman who's quote unquote fat a torta is so like it's so cringe and like childish. Like, dog, you're a man. You're who's your father, man? If you're calling a fat woman, a quote unquote fat woman, if you're judging her based on her looks, like, dog, come on, bro. It's just the liberal mindset is crazy.
She is telling that this is my first thing, this is my first condition, and now listen my second condition. Every month you have to pay me like on the payments, like every month $1,000. After that, in additional to, you have to pay some of my rent, some of my bills.
So it's like a real marriage now.
Yeah, but she don't want to sleep with my friend.
And she doesn't want to have sex.
Yeah, no, she don't want anything.
Oh, she just wants the money.
It's not a real marriage, bro. It's just some legal bullshit. Like, dude, it's like clownery of marriage, clownery of real marriage, man.
Want money. Even my friend, after they got married,
yeah,
at the time he already gave $5,000 to her. After she receiving $5,000, she is like disappear. She's not responding. She's not receiving the calls and everything. She's just ignoring him. When she needs money, when she gets a time for her payments, she's calling, oh, where are you? He asks for the money. Where is my payment for this month? I'm doing your work from last 2 days and you're not paying for me. When she got her money for the payments, for the first payment month, then she
disappeared again?
She did the same thing.
She'll come back the next month for more money.
What do you expect? You're an Indian that's looking for paper out of a woman that has pretty similar situations as you and has like difficulties with money. What are you expecting? Do you expect her to just like spread open her legs? What are you expecting her to do? What? No true love, no real bonding, no godliness, just an absolute clownery of marriage. What are we doing here?
And this friend, this isn't about you?
The thing,
you're not the friend, right?
I'm the person.
You?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This happened to you.
Mm-hmm. I heard I did a lot of hard work, like 8 to 9 months to get that money, and the bitch she took in 2 months.
Now you're calling her a bitch. How ironic. Now you're the one calling her a bitch. You're a dick for wanting her for her papers. What are you now? You're calling her a bitch. She made her intentions very clear and you said okay and you're going in there and now you're calling her a bitch. What are these people on? What are these people on? What are these people on? How are they still alive? How have they survived for so long? How have they survived for so long?
How is it being an Indian in 2026 here in Texas?
Oh, here they are thinking like they are seeing us like they are thinking, oh, Indians, you are Indians, you are not our category. You just be aside. One homeless came to my store, and he's telling me, like, he's asking me, oh, can I get the lighter? I said, okay, you have to pay for that lighter. So he's telling me like, this is my country. I'm just fed up with these things.
Really?
Yeah. From only just from 2 months, what I say.
She ruined the whole experience.
All the things, all the dreams.
Yeah.
I once talked to a guy 27 years in the United States, not a citizen. And I'm not saying they should be citizens. I'll be real clear. I think they should have departed after 3 years, period. But they've been here, bound to their employer. That's a shit system. It doesn't benefit anybody. And then we have to think about the problems that it gives to their kids. You know, they come over here with their kid. Their kid can stay on the H4 until they're 21. They age out of the system. Now, maybe they have to move back to India where they don't have any family. There's no angle that you can take that says this H-1B is good unless you are big capital.
Yeah.
There's not.
GDP goes up.
GDP goes up.
And I read today that there is 104 million people that are not employed or seeking employment in the United States right now. It's a lot of people. Like, are we in too deep?
We probably are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the depressing thing.
I think we need to pause all H-1Bs.
Moratorium.
That is very reasonable.
Illegal immigration versus legal immigration. and let's, I mean, right now, I think the nation, by the mandate that was given to Trump in the House, when in Congress, when we, was 2024, it showed that we had the appetite. We wanted mass deportations. We wanted to, end illegal immigration. But now here we are, a couple years into it. You hear the messaging changing away from mass deportations to only criminals. The reason I bring that up is if you don't have the appetite to handle illegal immigration correctly or, authoritative.
I think you gotta reclassify what criminality is. If an Indian is overstaying, if they're due for their welcome, if they're outstaying their welcome, they got to be kicked out. But if they're still on the thing, I don't think there's any reason to kick them out. But if they're on their visa, they're done with their visa, they got to get out. They just got to get out. There's just no leniency there. I don't see anything wrong with that.
You're not going to have the
I think the best system would be first feed your own people, make sure everybody in your own economy gets fed properly. You take in very few immigrants throughout the country, throughout the world. You just take very few immigrants. Make sure, like, okay, these the people that we need, maybe like in oil rigs or fishing or mining or stuff like that. If your own people are not enough, you bring in more people, and then they do their thing. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Appetite to do what needs to happen to put the genie back in the bottle for the legal aspect. Yeah. Any of those guys that are simping for the Indians or the immigration lawyers, f*** you. This is America. This is my nation. This is my kids' inheritance. F*** you. The system is broken and we need to fix it.
In my exit interview, they go, hey, we're replacing you guys. We're getting rid of the whole team and we're replacing you guys with Indians. Yeah, I swear to God. I looked them dead in the eye and go, you guys know I'm Indian, right? Like, no, you don't get it. We're getting rid of you. We're moving the job to India to be done by Indians from India who live there, who will do it cheaper. And in that moment, I turned into every one of your fathers. I was like, these goddamn Indians are taking our jobs.
You can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn.
This video is really an interesting one. We're not going to get into that now. We are not getting into that. We are not getting into that, okay? Yeah. So, interesting watch, interesting video. I agree with a lot of points, but I think it doesn't really come down to the Indians themselves. Whatever human beings as an individual, they would do whatever they can to find a better life anywhere in the world. Can't really blame them, but you gotta come down to if your government and their government is really doing the best thing for everyone. That's where it comes down to.